dance, dance. Come on, dance, dance. Woo! I missed you guys. It's been a whole day. A whole day. What I was doing all day. All day. I'm like, I can't wait. Don't sit down yet. Get up. Get up. Stand up. Everybody standing up. Let's go. Everybody standing up. Let's go. Let's do it. Dance, dance. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Come on. Clap it out with me. Clap it out with me. Good. I'm glad all you guys are here. I'm glad you all showed up on time. Some of you 7:32. Some of you a little later. All right, Miliano, what's going on? All right. I want you guys to all sit down and relax. Let's all sit down. Let's all have a seat. Let's get ready for this. Let's get ready. We're going to shake it back up in a little bit. If the people missed the song in the beginning, they got to get here closer to on time, or they just have to rewind the video. Start at the beginning if you missed the song. All right? Let's do it. The Cumming sisters are there. Let's go. The Wadius kids. That's what I'm talking about. All right, listen. Here's the thing. So, I don't know if I want to start with secrets. I don't know if I want to give you secrets first or if I want to ask you the questions that I have for you guys first. Which one do you want first? Secrets or the questions? Huh? I don't know if you're going to be able to answer these questions. You sure you don't want the secret? Okay, fine. I'll give you the questions first. Then I'm going to tell you a couple secrets. I got a couple secrets for you. But I'm going to give you the questions first. Okay. Question number one. Be ready to go. Here's question number one. Question number one. Name 3 vowels. 3 vowels. What are vowels? Name 3 vowels. Okay? That's question number one. Question number 2. I told you, some of these are going to be really easy. Some of them are going to be a little harder. Depends on your age. It doesn't matter. So name 3 vowels. Okay, you got that? Okay, second question. What's the opposite of addition? What is the opposite of addition? Okay? I don't know if some of you are learning this now. Some of you are like, oh, we do it a different way now. Listen, the opposite of addition. That hasn't changed yet. What is that? Tell me that. Don't let your parents help you. If they try to say it to you, they say it out loud. Be like, I don't want to answer it because you just gave me the answers and I'm not doing that. Okay? I know my man Dino is sitting out there right now. Dino, don't let your dad give you the answers. I know your dad likes to tell you the answers. He's a magician. He's sneaky. All right. Here you go. You ready for the third one? What government agency delivers the mail to your house Monday through Saturday? They deliver mail to your house Monday through Saturday. And I'm not trying to be tricky. This isn't UPS and this isn't FedEx. I'm not talking about the trucks that show up. I'm saying who delivers your mail? Like when your parents get the mail and they're either really happy or really upset about it. They get the mail and they're like, woo, check. So they're like, bills. The people that bring that mail, what agency does that? All right? Don't let them help you. And you shouldn't know the person's name or there's something crazy going on around your house. We're not talking about that. All right. Let's move on. Secrets. You guys ready for some secrets? I'm going to give you guys a couple secrets. Here's a couple secrets I want to give you. Actually, I just want to give you one secret. Listen. Sometimes your parents, you know what they do? They get upset at you, right? And I always say your parents. I just mean whoever's taking care of you. It could be your grandmother, your grandfather, your uncle, your aunt. I say aunt. Do you say aunt or aunt? You do? Oh, I say aunt. I don't say aunt. My aunt. How come they don't switch uncle? No one's like my uncle, my uncle. They just say uncle. The people who say aunt and aunt say uncle. Anyways, doesn't matter. If you notice, sometimes they'll get annoyed with you and they'll say, hey, how come you're putting on that same shirt again? Is that the only shirt you own? Stop wearing that same shirt. Or take those, why are you wearing those pants again? Is that the only dress that you have in this house? Why do you keep putting on that dress? That dress, you wore it yesterday. But listen, okay, check your clothes out. First of all, check your clothes out. If you look at the clothes, you know what adults do? You know what big people do when you're not looking? They smell their clothes. When they have clothes laying around and you're not looking at them, they take their shirt and they go, it still smells good. And they put it on and they wear it. and no one tells them like, hey, you wore that thing for 5 days in a row. Don't say that. Don't say that. I'm not telling you to be rude. Don't be rude. Don't say that. I'm just letting you know some secrets, okay? Sometimes, do you know what big people do? This is another secret that you're not supposed to tell. Do you know what they do? Sometimes they wear clothes that have a stain on it. It'll already be dirty. I did it the other day. It'll have something on it. It'll be like a little stain. And then they'll pretend that there's no stain on it. And then when they go out and people see them, they'll be like, oh, you got something on your shirt. They're like, oh, no, it must have just got there. I had no idea that was on my... But they knew when they left the house it was on their shirt. Okay? So I'm just telling you, I'm just letting you know that these are some secrets that they have. Okay? There's tricks that big people have. And you can use these tricks sometimes. Sometimes if you want to wear that same dress 10 times in a row, wash it, at least every other day. Don't just keep putting the same thing on. That's kind of gross. That's gross. I know you don't want to put on jeans. Okay, I don't want to wear jeans, right? And your parents want to dress you up. They're like, put this on. I bought this. You're going to be too big for it. They're like, but I don't want to wear jeans. I want to wear my shoes, and I want to wear this. I want to wear what I want to wear. And it's like, we bought these clothes for you. Do you realize what your parents are feeling inside? You know why they get annoyed? Because they're like, I spent money on this stuff for you, okay? I spent money on it, so if you have to wear it just so I can see it, you're going to wear it. And you're like, I don't want to wear it. I don't want to wear this, though. Why are you making me put it on? We're not going anywhere today. Because I bought it. That's why, okay? So, as long as you guys know that, now you know the secrets of what's going on and why they make you put on clothes that you don't want to wear sometime, okay? Now, today's book is a very, very cool book. This book is called The Spiffiest Giant in Town. Have any of you read this book? This is an awesome book. The Spiffiest Giant in Town. This book is written by Julia Donaldson, and the pictures are by Axel Scheffler. Julia Donaldson and Axel Scheffler. Okay? The Spiffiest Giant in Town. Here we go. Now, I always put out a disclaimer. When I'm reading the books, sometimes when I'm reading the books, like, I may mess up on a word. I'm human, okay? So just like when you read, I've heard some of you read, and you don't read it all perfect. I've heard you like, num, 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 num. All right? So sometimes I go, num, 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 when I read, and no one makes fun of me just like they shouldn't make fun of you, okay? So just give yourself a break. All you got to do when you mess up on a word, take a deep breath, or just giggle real quick like I do. Just go, oh, yeah, and just act like that, and then just keep reading. Okay, here we go. This book is called The Spiffiest Giant in Town. All right, let's see. Let me make sure you guys can see this book here. I'm going to do it the right way. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Very progressive. You like that? There we go. George was a giant, the scruffiest giant in town. He always wore the same pair of old brown sandals and the same old patched up gown. I wish I wasn't the scruffiest giant in town, he said sadly. But one day, George noticed a new shop. It was full of spiffy clothes, so he bought a spiffy shirt, a spiffy pair of pants, a spiffy belt, a spiffy striped tie, some spiffy socks with diamonds on the sides, and a pair of spiffy shiny shoes. Now I'm the spiffiest giant in town, he said proudly. George left his old clothes behind in the shop. He was about to go home when he heard a sound. On the sidewalk stood a giraffe who was sniffling sadly. What's the matter? Asked George. It's my neck, said the giraffe. It's so very long and so very cold. I wish I had a long, warm scarf. Cheer up, said George, and he took off his striped tie. It didn't match my socks anyways, he said. As he wound it around and around the giraffe's neck, it made a wonderful scarf. Thank you, said the giraffe. As George strode towards home, he sang to himself, my tie is a scarf for a cold giraffe, but look me up and down, I'm the spiffiest giant in town. George came to a river. On a boat stood a goat with bleating loudly. What's the matter? Asked George. It's my sail, said the goat. It blew away in a storm. I wish I had a strong new sail for my boat. Cheer up, said George, and he took off his new white shirt. It keeps coming untucked anyways, he said, as he tied it to the mast of the goat's boat. It made a magnificent sail. Thank you, said the goat. George strode on singing to himself. My tie is a scarf for a cold giraffe. My shirt's on a boat as on a sail for a goat. But look me up and down. I'm the spiffiest giant in town. George came to a tiny ruined house. Beside the house stood a white mouse with lots of baby mice. They were all squeaking. What's the matter? Asked George. It's our house, squeaked the mother mouse. It burned down and we have nowhere to live. I wish we all had a new nice mouse house. Cheer up, said George, and he took off one of his shiny shoes. It was giving me blisters anyways, he said. As the mouse and her baby scrambled inside, the shoe made a perfect home for them. Thank you, they all squeaked. George had to hop along the road now, but he didn't mind. As he hopped, he sang to himself. My tie is a scarf for a cold giraffe. My shorts on a boat with a sail for a goat. My shoes in a house for a little white mouse. But look at me up and down. I'm the spiffiest giant in town. George came to a campsite. Beside a tent stood a fox who was crying. What's the matter? Asked George. It's my sleeping bag, said the fox. I dropped it in a puddle. I wish I had a warm, dry sleeping bag. Cheer up, said George, and he took off one of his socks. With the diamonds on the sides, it was tickling my nose anyways, he said. As the fox snuggled into it, it made a very fine sleeping bag. Thank you, said the fox. George hopped on singing to himself. My tie is a scarf for a cold giraffe. My shorts on a boat as a sail for a goat. My shoes is a house for a little white mouse. One of my socks is a bed for a fox. But look at me, up and down. I'm the spiffiest giant in town. George came to a big squishy bog. Beside the bog stood a dog who was howling. What's the matter? Asked George. It's the bog, said the dog. I need to get across, but I keep getting stuck in the mud. I wish there was a safe, dry path. Cheer up, said George, and he took off his spiffy new belt. It was squeezing my tummy anyway, he said, as he lay down over the bog. It made an excellent path. Thank you, said the dog. The wind started to blow, but George didn't mind. He hopped on singing to himself. My tie is a scarf for a cold giraffe. My shirt's on a boat as a sail for a goat. My shoes in a house for a little white mouse. And one of my socks is a bed for a fox. My belt helped a dog who was crossing a bog. But, my pants are falling down. I'm the coldest giant in town. Suddenly, George felt sad and shivery. And not at all spiffy anymore. He stood on one foot and thought, I'll have to go back to the shop and buy some more clothes. He decided. He turned around and hopped all the way back to the shop. But when he got there, it was closed. Oh no! He sank down into the sidewalk and a tear ran down his nose. He felt as sad as all the animals he met on his way home. Then out of the corner of his eye, he saw a bag with something familiar poking out of the top. George took a closer look. My gown? He yelled. My dear old gal, my gown and my sandals? George put them on. They felt wonderfully comfortable. I'm the coziest giant in town. He cried and he danced back home along the road. Outside his front door stood all the animals he had helped. They were carrying an enormous present. Come on, George, they said. Open it. George untied the ribbon, and inside was a beautiful gold paper crown and a card. Look inside the card, George! Look inside the card! Said the animals. George put down the crown, put the crown on his head, and opened the card. And inside it said, You gave your scarf to a cold giraffe, your shirt's on a boat as a sail for a goat, your shoes a house for a little white mouse, and one of your socks is a bed for a fox. Your belt helped a dog who was crossing a bog, so here is a very fine crown to to go with the sandals and gown of the kindest giant in town. The end. Hey, that's a good one. The spiffiest giant in town. That's a pretty cool one right there. You guys like that book? I like that one. That book is about kindness. Giving stuff away. Even when you don't have it to give, you give things away. Sometimes it's nice to do that. Not always. Not always. Like on an airplane, they tell you to put the oxygen over your face first. Make sure that, like, you know, George was really nice. He was giving stuff away. His pants were falling down. I mean, I probably would have kept my belt, but I would have gave all the other stuff away. Probably my socks too. I kept my belt and my socks. But the other stuff you could give away. Because you do got to make sure that you're okay so you can help other people. Which is what's happening in the world right now. I don't know if you're looking around, but in the world right now, there are a lot of people out there that are helping other people. A lot of first responders and doctors and nurses. And it's awesome to see people loving other people, helping other people. I hope the people that watch this, I hope there's a lot of doctors and there's a lot of nurses that are, or a lot of doctors and nurses to be that watch this, because that's awesome. Okay? So make sure. First responders, anybody who shows up to help when people are in need, those are awesome people. Now, I'm not saying they're better than like someone. No, they're kind of better a little bit, and you know, in some regards, because they're helping keep all of us alive. So now, this is a part in the show where I don't know you know. This is a new part that I had to add in, and I don't know if you guys are ready for this right now. Could everybody just stand up real quick? Stand up real quick. Stand up. Because this is a part I don't know if you guys know all about this. Stand up. Everybody stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Come on, stand up, stand up, stand up. Come on, stand up for me now. You too. Stop looking at me like, stand up. You know what it's time for? Oh, it's time for jokes. It's time for jokes. It's time for jokes. It's time for jokes. Ow, get the boom, boom, boom. Ow, get the boom, boom, boom. Ow, get the boom, boom, boom. Ow, get the boom, boom. It's time for jokes. It's time. No, listen. I'm not going to do the jokes if you guys don't stand up. I'm not doing it. I don't think you know. I'm not doing the jokes if you don't stand up. Stand up right now. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Let's go. Jokes. It's time for jokes. It's time for jokes. It's time for jokes. Ow, get the boom, boom. Ow, get the boom. Ow, get the boom. Ow, get the boom. It's time for jokes. Okay. First joke. Actually, no. Let me look. I got a couple. Somebody sent me one. I think my little homie Kyla sent me a joke. I don't know if Kyla made this joke up, but the joke is, the left eye looked at the right eye and he said, "Hey, something smells between us." I think I said that right. That was Kyla's joke. Okay. Or there's something that smells between us. Okay. Jokes. It's time. Did you like that first one? That's the lead-in joke right there. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. Bum 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 bum. Oh, who did the little boy run to when he got lost on his first day of school? The guidance counselor. Oh, it's time for jokes. It's time for jokes. It's time for jokes. It's time for jokes. Oh, ow, get the boom, boom, boom. Ow. Okay, let's go. We got another one. There's something that smells between us. Okay, Deborah, relax. Okay, I got it finally. What's a frog's favorite exercise? Jumping jacks. Ah! It's time for jokes. It's time for jokes. It's time for jokes. It's time for jokes. Ow, get the boom, boom, boom. Ow, get the boom, boom. Ow. Okay, good. All right. I just gave you guys 3, didn't I? I think that's good for tonight. I think I'm only giving you guys 3 tonight because it's going to be Friday. It's going to be Fun Friday, and there's going to be some more jokes on Friday. There's going to be a few more jokes on Friday. I think maybe I'll give you 2 or 3 tomorrow, but I gave you 3 tonight. I gave you 3 jokes tonight. You know how lucky you are to have these 3 jokes? Oh, you know what? I'll give you one more. I'll give you one more from Kinston. This is from my little guy. Because it said, he didn't make this up, but he told it to me. Someone told it to him. He told it to me, and I think it's funny. He said, hey, Dad, Have I ever told you my pencil joke? He said, never mind, there's no point. Oh! It's time for jokes. It's time for jokes. It's time for jokes. It's time for jokes. Ow. 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 Good. You guys like that one? All right. Good. This was fun. I had a good time. Now, the parents have asked me to put you to bed. They've asked me to put you to bed, so I thought about this. Listen, because your parents want to stay up and watch some Netflix. There's some things that they want to watch. They want to watch some TV. They want you to go to bed so you can stop asking them, Mom, Dad, Mom, Dad, Nana, Mom, Dad, Nana, Uncle, Auntie, Mom, Dad, Auntie, Nana, Mom, Dad, Uncle, Dad, Mom, Uncle, Dad, Mom, Dad, Mom. What? Can you look at this? What? Look at what? This? Why are you yelling? I'm fine. I'm just, Mom, Dad, Mom. So they want you to go to bed so they can actually just hang out for a little bit and just watch some TV, because you're going to just keep saying their name for no reason. And then when we look at you and then you just go, and then you give us that face. See, the secret is when you give us that face, once you do that face that you do, and you're like, are you mad at me for calling you? It's like, no, I'm not mad, but what was it? Why did you start asking me right when I started doing something? Can you look at me? I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you right now. And then you start doing something and we're looking and you're like, that's it. And I'm like, what do you mean that's it? That's it? That's all you were going to do right now? Okay. So they asked me to put you to bed. So here's how we're going to put you to bed. Okay? This is the song right here. I need you guys to make sure you know this song, because this is the new song. All right? Ready? Come on. Get up and dance with me. This is the last one. This is the going to bed song. Get up. Come on. I'm putting you to bed tonight. Na 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 na. Putting you to bed tonight. Na 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 na. Putting you to bed tonight. Na 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 na. Time for you to sleep. Bed tonight. Na 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 na. Putting you to bed tonight. Na 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 na. Putting you to bed tonight. Na 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 na. Time for you to sleep. Bed tonight, na 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 na, putting you to bed tonight, na 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 na, putting you to bed tonight, na 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 na, time for you to sleep. See you guys tomorrow, 7:30. Make sure you share, pass it on, and when you walk into your room tonight, that's the song I want you singing tonight. When you're going to lay your head on your pillow, when your parents are like, go ahead, it's time to go to bed. I want to see you walk into bed, and I want to hear you singing, putting you to bed tonight. Na 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 na, putting you to bed tonight. Na 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 na, putting you to bed tonight. Na 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 na, time for you to sleep. Bed tonight. Na 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 na, putting you to bed tonight. Good night, guys.